right, so today is the day. I finally got all the pipes in. Last week was the last pipe showed up. It was the London Tower pipe. Got it right here. As you can see, the stem of this one is about 90 degrees out of the correct orientation, so we'll have to figure out how to fix that. I did watch Southland Piper's video. Looks like maybe just applying some heat with a heat gun to the actual shank and then screwing it in, and I might be able to twist this and get it back into the correct orientation. The bowl on this one has got some damage to the top here. Looks like it was either used to tap on an ashtray, but I'll sand that down and see what we can do. The whole top of it's been dinged up fairly good. So today we're going to take the Thermofilter pipe and the, what was the other pipe that we got? And the pipe maker pipe. We're gonna take them, break them down. We'll do the reaming of the bowls. I bought a Decatur reamer set that we'll be using for that. So we'll ream those two bowls out. We'll also put the stems in some OxyClean solution with water, let them soak for 24 hours, clean them up. Then we're also going to do the side-by-side comparison of the salt versus cotton ball method of cleaning out the bowls, and that's to kind of break down whatever remaining carbon's in there and to get rid of any ghosting that might be in those pipes. Was kind of wanting to do a side-by-side to see which one worked better, which one was easier to clean up. So we'll see where that goes. I'm going to do the same thing on that. I'll let it sit for 24 hours with all that salt and isopropyl alcohol in it, or the cotton balls and isopropyl alcohol in it. And we'll see which one turns out the best or which one's just easier. My thought is that the cotton ball is going to be much more user-friendly, and that the salt's going to make a mess or be more troublesome to clean up and get back out of the pipe. So let's get into it. So I'm going to start with the smallest one. The bowl on this one's pretty caked, and as you can see, that's barely fitting in the inside of there. So we'll start reaming this out and step our way up. The pipe maker one is not as bad. As you can see, this one slides all the way down to the bottom, so we should be able to start with a different setting on that one, or a different step up on that one. So what we do with this, put the reamer inside the handle, and then you're going to keep this as straight as you can into the pipe itself, into the bowl itself, and then we're going to just twist. And as you see, that carbon cake just pours out of there. And we'll step this up and keep stepping it up as we go. So I'm going to hold it in this hand and just kind of push in on this one and spin the T handle to help get some of the carbon out as we're going through. I don't want to get too far into the Briar, and we just took a big old chunk out with that one, which pretty much got us down to the bottom of the bowl. So we'll step this up now to the next one. You can see there's some wood flakes in there, it looks like, so I don't want to go too deep. Simple, just pop it off and pop the next one in. And we'll keep stepping that up until we get all of this carbon out of these bowls. So I got both of the bowls cleaned out on the pipes here. I messed up on the camera and didn't film this one, but essentially did the same thing I did with the Thermofilters. I took the neck size up and just ran that straight on down. Didn't get all the way to the bottom of it, so I went in with some pipe cleaners and tried to clean it up the best I can. That being said, we'll take these and probably fill this one with a cotton ball and this one with salt, and then fill it with isopropyl alcohol and begin to clean out the insides of these again. Try to get a little more of the carbon cake that's built up and they're broken up and loosened up. What's on the paper here in front of me is what all came out of these pipes so far. You see a lot of carbon cake that was built up in them, and then the pipe cleaners that it took to clean out most of what I could get out of it. All right, so for these two pipes, the one I'm going to use is just some simple sea salt I got from our local grocery store, H-E-B. This is coarse crystal sea salt. And then the other one I'm just going to fill with this cotton ball. I've kind of stuffed both of the shanks of the pipes with cotton balls to help keep any moisture, I guess, reduce the moisture, keep anything from coming out of the other side of it as well. And I don't have a eyedropper, I have a syringe, so I will use the syringe to put the isopropyl alcohol in it. Now I'm just going to stuff the cotton ball into the bowl of this, like so. And this one I'm going to fill with sea salt. this through very well. Probably be easier to just grab it, fill it by hand at this point. Creates a little bit of a mess I'm gonna have to clean up. But we'll see how it goes. There we go. Didn't think that one through very well. Next time I'll get a spoon or something to try to fill it up if this is the easier route to go. So far the cotton ball is my preferred method as far as cleanliness. So again, I'm just gonna take the isopropyl alcohol that I got and syringe. Now you don't want to completely soak the inside, you just want to saturate both of the cotton ball and the salt. So just until it starts to, everything is looking wet, I guess, from what I'm told. You don't want it to be completely submerged, you just want to wet the crystals and let the crystals pull the carbon off of the side. Get the other one here. It's probably easier with a wider mouth isopropyl alcohol bottle as well and an actual eyedropper, but I'll work with what I got. This is, I'll just do this method. This will be a lot quicker. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. Not a fan of measuring stuff, as you can tell, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so I'm going to say that's probably good right there. See what we can get off. Not too much there. So for the stems, I'm just going to do a simple hot water and OxiClean mixture. Say 2 or 3 tablespoons, I guess, or a tablespoon per cup of water. I'm just going to eyeball this. I don't have a exact measuring device of how much water I got in this tub, but we'll play it by ear and then let this dissolve and see where we go. I'll let it soak in there for, I don't know, 24 hours or so. The stems don't look in that bad a shape. Stir up this solution a little bit, let it dissolve. So the stems don't look in that bad a shape on the outside. There is some oxidation on them. Well, that one just fell in. And then some dirt on the inside of them. So we'll, they're still a little grainy at the bottom there. We'll throw these in and, oh, you can already see the varnish, or not the varnish, the oxidation coming off these. So that'll be turning the water already. That's pretty cool. And then I'll put this one in as well. We'll let them sit probably a day overnight. It's just warm water and OxiClean. See where it turns out after that. All right, so our pipe bowls and stems have been sitting 24 hours in the isopropyl alcohol solution for the bowls and in the OxiClean and water solution for the stems. So we're gonna take a look at the bowls first and see what they look like. So side-by-side comparison as to what the bowls now look like with the cotton balls and the salt with the isopropyl alcohol that has been sitting in them for 24 hours. Just from appearance alone, it looks like the salt has pulled more of that carbon, tobacco, tar, whatever it might be inside of there out. I'm gonna pull the cotton balls and the salt and clean them up and see what they look like now. So as I suspected, getting the salt out of this bowl it actually wasn't too bad. It is still somewhat damp inside the bowl. Get a pipe cleaner and run that through there. Got most of the salt out. I'm going to run a pipe cleaner through here. Make sure we got most of the salt out of it. You can see it's still pulling a lot of dirt or a lot of carbon out of the. Still need some cleaning on the inside of the bowl. Probably going to have to do this a couple times to get it actually completely cleaned out. But the salt did pull some. Obviously it discolored the salt a little bit, and I'm starting to see more of the carbon cake flaking off still, so still got some cleaning to do on these bowls, or on this bowl in particular. We checked the one we did at the cotton as well, but as you can see, I'm still getting stuff coming out. So we'll keep cleaning this one up. The one with the cotton in it, the shank doesn't appear to have much cleaning coming out of it. Pull the cotton ball out. Cotton seems to be sticking to the sides a little bit. It's a lot more damp inside of the bowl still. The one with the salt seemed to dry out the bowl a little bit, which makes sense because salt does dehydrate. Get inside of here and take a look. If there's any, yeah, still getting some carbon coming off again. I think we'll have to do this 1 or 2 more times probably to get most of this buildup out of here. I don't want to ream them anymore. It seems like if I was reaming them, I was starting to take off some wood. I think if I continue to let the cotton ball, because that's still damp, if I was to leave that in there, it would probably continue to break down some of the carbon buildup a little more. The salt seems to be dried up. Both seem to have taken some carbon, taking some of the tar, the carbon out of there. But I think another couple applications is probably going to be required to get these cleaned up. All right, as for the stems, again, they've been soaking for 24 hours in the OxiClean water solution. We'll take a look at what we got here just from a wet one. It seemed to have cleaned them up a little bit. There's still some oxidation on them, which I expected. I've got a magic eraser and some Scrub Daddy solution for cleaning. I'm gonna see the towel's not really taking off much of it, so we'll put some Scrub Daddy on there. I mean, it took a little bit off. I was expecting more. Cleaned up the shank fairly well. There was some tar built up on the shank, but that seems to be pretty much gone now. But yeah, you can see where my fingerprint was on there. It's still oxidizing. So take a look at the other as well. The inside of it was pretty nasty. The outside of it did clean up fairly well. Still got some oxidation down here. Again, I'm going to try to clean that up with the magic eraser and some Scrub Daddy. Take a look at how that works. The water that the solution was in, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this on the video, but there is obviously tar and residue in the bottom of that water floating around, so it did clean up some of the oxidation and tar from inside and outside of the stems. But we're going to scrub them a little bit with the magic eraser and see what we can get these looking like. I'm going to do, as you see from this one, from sitting in there, it's turning pretty much white. We'll see if we can get that off now. This is just the magic eraser on this. I haven't put anything else except for the water that it was soaking in. So we're removing some grime off of the stems with just the eraser by itself. That by itself did a very well job at just taking off that remaining. This one looks a lot worse than what I started with, so I'm not sure if the OxiClean sat too long on it or if there's still some solution, but we'll see what the magic eraser will do to it. See, as it dries, it seems to be cleaning up fairly nicely. Do it a little more on the sides here. So it's still going to take some elbow grease, it looks like, but it is starting to come off of this one. It's not as bad oxidized as that was. I'm going to put some of the Scrub Daddy on it and see where we can go from there. Put it on right here. This is unscented and unflavored. I guess it's not flavored. I hope you're not going to eat it, but it's unscented, so it's hoping it's not going to leave a taste on the stem as we're finished cleaning it. But and this is just a microfiber towel that I'm using to wipe it down afterwards. But it's cleaned up extremely well. I'm happy with what I'm seeing so far. I'm going to continue to scrub these down. I'm liking what I'm seeing from this. Not a hard process, just a little elbow grease and time, but it's cleaning up the stem fairly well. I'll continue to scrub these down a little bit. So on this stem, I'm not able to pass a pipe cleaner through it yet, so there's some buildup on the inside. I could get the pipe cleaner. We'll see how far we can actually get it. See if we can identify where that blockage is at, about right there. So it's just inside of where you're actually smoking, putting your lips at, is there seems to be a blockage because I can't pass the pipe cleaner through it either way. Might have to get a file or a rasp inside of there and see what we can knock out of there and knock loose. Soaking it overnight didn't seem to have much effect on it, and this is just a standard regular pipe cleaner, so that should be able to pass right on through. And as you can see, it's coming out dirty at the top too, so there's a blockage in here. I don't want to put my lips on it still with that cleaner on there and blow on it or anything, but something's in the way. We'll knock that out and see what we can do with it. Just from cleaning what we have done, you can see how much easier it is to remove the stem from the actual shank of the pipe. And just that right there looks 10 times better clean wise than what it did without any carbon cake in it. All right, so to recap, we started reaming out the bowls. Started with the smallest reamer we had in the first pipe, reamed what we could, then stepped up to the second size reamer. Stopped at that point. I was starting to see some of the briar come up when I was reaming the pipe, so I figured we'd stop, and if I need to take anything else out, I can just get some fine sandpaper and clean out the inside of the bowl. We then placed the place the stems into a OxyClean and water solution. They sat for 24 hours. We filled the bowls with, for the stems, we placed them in the OxyClean and water solution. We let them sit for 24 hours. And then we also put the isopropyl alcohol with salt and isopropyl alcohol with cotton balls inside of the bowls. Let them sit for 24 hours as well. We came back this morning, pulled out the salt out of the bowl, pulled the cotton out of the bowl. They cleaned up very well. Probably going to do 1 or 2 more applications of that just to see what else we can get out of there. Got to pass the pipe cleaner through one of the stems. The stem's polished up nice. The OxyClean water solution, I'm not sure how much that actually helped. There is some residue in the water, so it did something. Seemed to have more success with the Sif Scrub Daddy and the Magic Eraser on cleaning them stems up. I saw some other cleaning solutions out there online. I might give them a try for some of the other stems that we have. Yeah, all in all, we're going to continue to clean these bowls up. I'm going to post this video. The next video will be of me actually polishing and buffing and doing the final steps on these pipes. And then once we're done with that, I'll probably do one pipe a week if I can, just to try to set that cadence up. I appreciate y'all watching me go through this journey. If you like what you're seeing, hit the subscribe button down there, like the videos, comments. I will answer the comments. Again, brand new to this, so learning as we go, and we'll learn together. Until next time, I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you.